Hello everybody. Today I will show you my vintage toy collection. I enjoy looking at other people's collections, so I thought I would share mine for those who are interested. Mostly I have some vintage Star Wars toys and items, some Spider-Man items, some Superman, Batman, some Masters of the Universe, and a few odds and ends like Star Trek and Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica. So if we start here, we have my large size vintage action figures from Star Wars. There's Vader, Luke, and Chewie. Moving down, we've got Han, Leia, Boba Fett, and the Jawa. Down here we have C-3PO, R2-D2, Obi-Wan, and a Stormtrooper. Most of these are complete. I am missing a few accessories, but I'm working on it. And down here we have some of the Star Trek Mego dolls from the motion picture. Moving up here, I've got the plush R2-D2 from the late 70s. The Star Wars action figure collector case. And a Yoda puppet. And if I just pull back here, you'll see my action figure collection. These are all Star Wars vintage figures. I'm not going to name them all, there's too many, but they're mostly complete. I have about 100 or so. I'm missing some of the harder to find figures, but I do have the blue Snaggletooth figure here in great shape. His boots are really nice. Most of the weapons, I'd say 95% of the weapons are original. A few repro. I'm not a big fan of repro, but just for display purposes, they're fine. Down here, we have some of my Mego figures. There's Superman, Batman, Robin, the Thing, and Falcon, and Batman's villains there. Over here we've got some Superpowers figures from 1984-85. These are really nice. Down on this shelf I've got some Masters of the Universe figures. So I've got the bad guys on this side. Now I have quite a few of these, but I'm missing quite a few as well. I have maybe half of what they produced. And again, all the accessories are original. I'm missing a few, but it's not too bad. On this side we've got the good guys. If I move over to the left here, in this display case, on top we have some of my childhood buddies. Got the talking Mego Spider-Man, I'm not sure what they're called, I forget. And there's Superman here, Spider-Man, and Hulk from the Knickerbocker line from 1979. And this is one of my favorites. This is a 1966 Batman plush figure from the, I'm not sure which company that's from, I forget. Down here we have the talking alarm clock. Still works. Put batteries in there. Mego Bank. And a complete, never opened Spider-Man spinning action game. Moving over, we have my Mego Star Trek figures. I have most of the crew. Actually, I have the whole crew. I'm just missing some of the harder to find aliens. And it's got the original box there. Over there is the vintage Star Wars space station. That's the Canadian box, bilingual version. Over there is another plush Batman doll from the 60s. I think this was handmade. I believe you could buy patterns for them and have your mom and dad sew one for you. Moving to this display case here, we've got some Mego Kiss figures. Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley. Still working on finding the other two. Indiana Jones, Wayne Gretzky in the background. You've got Michael Jackson. And down here we have my Secret Wars action figure collection. Includes the Doom Cycle and the Tower of Doom. I have some of the harder to find ones like the Hobgoblin and Daredevil with his original club. Down here we have some miscellaneous Star Wars toys and comic books. Speeder Bike, Tauntaun, Cantina playset. Down there we have my Darth Vader lamp. Lights up. You can put any kind of light bulbs you want in there. Some die-cast Kenner spaceships, land speeder. There's an old Parker Brothers game for the Atari. Move over here, we've got some miscellaneous sci-fi toys here. Battlestar Galactica on the left, and Buck Rogers on the right. Even got E.T. there, just for fun. Moving up, we got some miscellaneous Star Trek figures. Star Trek The Next Generation on the left, from Galoob, and on the right, some Mego Star Trek The Motion Picture action figures. Up here is a mix mostly of Batman and Superman toys, including a lot of the Corgi Jr. cars. Moving up here, this is mostly Spider-Man and Hulk. I have the 12-inch figure of Spider-Man, which is in really great shape. I have the Hulk 8-inch figure in the back, never opened, original packaging. The Remco figures, Spider-Man and Green Goblin in the background there. And moving over here, we have one of my favorite pieces, the plush Chewbacca from Kenner. It's from 1978. He's sitting next to Darth Vader's ceramic bank. Down here we've got some Star Wars playsets, Droid Factory, Jabba the Hutt, the Wampa in the background there. Down here we've got the Give a Show projector, kind of a neat toy. Some of the glasses from Empire Strikes Back in the background, two from Star Wars, just missing two to complete the set, and the dewback with the Stormtrooper on top. Down there we have the Rancor, really nice piece, a TIE Fighter, and back there is a Marvel comic and a complete box of Dixie cups, never opened. So moving over here on this left side, got a great toy here, the vintage AT-AT. Still works, I believe, if you put batteries in there. Over here I've got some die-cast Kenner spaceships here, and that's Lando in his original packaging from the Power of the Force line. And moving down, we've got Marvel Comics #1, in great shape, coloring book, and the Snow Speeder. Down here we have TIE Fighter, Cloud Car die-cast, and the Yoda. This is a fortune teller Yoda. And the last shelf is it's got an interesting item. It's the plush Jawa, made by Kenner but distributed through Remco, only in Canada. It's quite rare. I was lucky enough to have this when I was a kid. Got another die-cast Star Destroyer and the ATST. So that pretty much does it. That's my collection in a nutshell. So I hope you've enjoyed it.